And we are live now.
Good morning, everyone. I believe we have all our council members ready to go. Nice to see all of your faces. I hope that you're all doing okay. We privately acknowledged Marilyn's loss of her sister. We're all thinking about you and your family, Marilyn. And we would like to start in her memory and asking Councilor Duff for a prayer and to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Lieutenant Governor, if I may, as a point of personal privilege, this is Marilyn. Can I just say, there's got to be a change. There's got to be protection for people in nursing homes and in veterans' homes. My sister was in a small nursing home. 20 other people got it. You know, we have all these precautions going into a store. We have arrows there. They're cleaning. They're cleaning the buses. What about the people who die alone? They die alone in the nursing homes. So I am pleading with the governor to oversee the nursing homes, veterans homes, assisted living. My sister Alice from assisted living is recovering from coronavirus. This should not happen.
Thank you, Marilyn. I'd ask Councilor Duff to lead us in a prayer and a pledge today.
Thank you, Governor. Let us pray and let us listen and build a deeper understanding of each other. Let us see each other. Let us believe our Black brothers and sisters and stand with them and kneel with them and show them leadership, compassion, and love as fellow citizens and human beings. Let us pray. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic
And one nation under God, indivisible,
and justice
for all.
Thank you. Thank you for the sentiment, Councilor Duff. We want to comply with the Massachusetts Constitution of the general laws relative to the tabulation and certification of votes cast on June 2nd special elections to fill vacancies in the House of Representatives. I recognize Councilor Ferreira for a motion to record certification that Carol A. DOherty has been elected representative in the general court from the 3rd Bristol District.
Move, Governor.
Second.
All right, there's a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
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 I recognize Councilor Devaney for a motion to record a certification that Noel A. Senna has been elected representative in the general court from the 37th Middlesex District.
Lieutenant Governor, I am very honored to make the motion for Noel A. Senna for the elected representative in the general court from the 37th Middlesex District.
The motion, is there a second?
Second.
The motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay. I recognize Councilor Jubinville for a motion to record advice and consent for the financial warrant.
So moved.
Second. The motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I recognize Councilor Iannella for a motion to record advice and consent for the pending list of notaries, public and justices of the peace.
So moved.
Second. The motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We have a new nomination today, and the Honorable Edward McDonough has been nominated to the position of Associate Justice of the Superior Court. Councilor Hurley, do you have a time and a date for hearing?
If it's acceptable, either the 17th or the 24th. Start at 11 o'clock and we'll do it by WebEx. Anybody who wants to be there in person, fine. I'm also going to tell him not to bring any witnesses, but to submit letters in writing from those who would testify or anybody who wants to write a letter in support of his nomination. And then we'll have the, I'm not sure I think if possible, I'd like him to be able to join in a WebEx meeting, and have him go to Boston, but it's kind of, at this point, I don't know if that's a possibility. Otherwise, I would have him come to my office in Springfield, and we would basically be at opposite ends of the table and do it that way.
Plenty of information. I don't quite understand that. Through you, Lieutenant Governor, to Councilor Hurley. This is Marilyn. Councilor Hurley, there are a lot of rooms and the State House is empty that we could meet, just as you previously mentioned, that we could have the 6 foot distance and not have, you know, a lot of people there, that we could do it in the State House. I think it's proper. That's the seat of our government. So I hope that we can do that. I really approve that. That's great. Because we did have a Zoom meeting on someone that no one ever met after 70 years on just on a roll call. So I thank you, Councilor Hurley, for, you know, looking into this. But I hope that we can arrange, because all the rooms are empty. No one's here. I mean, we can have that. It's possible. So I hope that we can proceed with that. The other thing is, I'd like to make a comment, Lieutenant Governor. This is the proper way, and I thank the governor. I mean, I was very proud to vote for Judge McDonough before, and now the proper way. He was interviewed by the Judicial Nominating Commission. They recommended him, and the governor's recommended him, and they come before us. My question to you is, why wasn't this followed with Dennis Curran? Dennis Curran was voted by the council for the Superior Court. And he asked to be put back on the district court. Never came up before our governmental body, never went to the JNC. Our vote is final. Well, how could that be? How could that be thrown out and he could just request to go back to the district court? It's wrong. I would like to know an explanation why that wasn't, why our vote as a governor's council, I didn't vote for him, but the council voted for him to go to the Superior Court. And he decided there was too much work, he wanted to go back to the district court, and it was done internally. This is the way it should be done. Judge McDonough is a fine person. He has gone to the JNC, he's been interviewed, he's coming before us, and Council Hurley will have a proper hearing for him, and we'll all be there to ask questions. And I want an answer. Why did Dennis Curran be allowed to go back to another court from Superior to District without it going to the JNC and the council? This is not the way government works, and I am very pleased on this appointment. He's a fine man, and he does it the proper way. Thank you very much.
Okay, Councilor Lauren Green will look into that and get back to you. On June 17th, we have a hearing scheduled at 11 a.m. and more details to follow. Okay.
May I just,
Oh, go ahead, Councilor Jubinville.
I agree with Councilor Devaney. I don't think interviewing somebody on these situations, Zoom and this here, because sometimes the lips don't move with the speaking, and you don't get a feel for a person unless you see him in person or her in person. So I love him. I believe I'm voting for him already, but I think that we can social distance here without any problem, and I think we ought to have him in front of us, as all candidates should be. Secondly, I do agree also that to take a judge from the Superior Court and put him in the district court, or vice versa, and it was done years ago. Judge up in Concord, Judge 40. Put him in the Superior Court, and he stayed there for about 14 years, and he had never been confirmed by the council for a Superior Court position. I think it's a bad precedent, and if the administration of the court system is going to be able to do that, they're going to be transferring people from one court to the other anytime they feel like it. So I think something should be done about that, and the administration should take a position with the SJC on that.
I just have one question as well. Is Councilor Hurley, that hearing is next Wednesday at 11 a.m., correct?
Correct.
Thank you.
May I speak for a moment, Terry Kennedy? I'm not opposed to going into the State House myself for a hearing. I think we can socially distance. I said that before. We might have to pick a different room to do it in. But I also respect the fact that certain councilors, for health reasons, may not want to be present. That could be on WebEx for the hearing as well. Maybe we can do something type of hybrid. I personally would like to go in.
Thank you. I don't have a problem with having, Judge McDonough available for interview in the State House. However, I am at high risk. And I also have a sister who is at this point just finishing up her cancer treatments.
Right.
And I have not been able to go see her in person. She's been quarantined the entire time, and I am not going to risk my health or my sister's health. And I want to be able to do it on WebEx. And I believe, Eileen, you also said that as well.
No, I support that. I think that we could do some type of hybrid, Mary, where
Yeah.
some people are on WebEx and some people are live.
Yeah.
I completely support the fact that you can't come in and shouldn't come in. I don't want you to risk your health, nor do I want Councilor Duff to risk her wife's health, who I know is at risk. And I think those folks that are at risk could certainly be on WebEx, and the rest of us could be live. And I also recognize the distance with respect to traveling. We all recognize that Judge McDonough. I've voted for him twice. I think he's a superb judge. He was a superb judge in the Superior Court before. He was a superb judge in the Appeals Court. I'm surprised that he wants to go back to the Superior Court, which is one of the questions that I would ask him as to why, but at the end of his career. But some people just want to be in a trial court setting. I understand that.
He's a
trial
lawyer.
It's not going to be a difficult hearing is my point for any of us, I don't think. And it's certainly not going to be a long one. And I think, as a trial one with a hybrid while we're going through this pandemic, it would be a good one to do in public with some social distancing and some WebEx. I think we could make it work.
Through you, Lieutenant Governor, this is Marilyn. I agree with Councilor Kennedy. I think it's very doable. Two councilors who are unable to come because of health, we could be present. There's a lot of rooms in the State House to meet and have the distance. And I just want to say one thing. This is not the time to say it because we're going to have the hearing, which is proper. Judge McDonough, I voted twice for him also. But can I just say that I can picture Judge McDonough wanting to be in the Superior Court and missing it because he's a people community person that likes to be in that type of setting. So I'm not, this is not surprising to me that he has requested to go to the Superior Court. But it's all done proper, gone to the J&C, it's coming before us, and this is all I want. I just want open government, and I approve this. And thank you for the suggestion, Councilor Kennedy, through you, Lieutenant Governor. I think it would be very doable. We'll be here present, and two councilors who can't, they will be on Zoom, and they will participate fully. So thank you, and thank you, Councilor Hurley.
Thank you. Everybody stay safe. Thank you. And,
stay safe, everybody.
I think this opening is being done in the proper way, keeping people safe, and I just pray to God there isn't going to be a spike.
Please, God, please. Yep.
I agree. Okay, we'll work out the logistics for June 17th at 11 a.m. for the hearing of Justice. Thank you all very much. I know we have the swearing in for two of the representatives that we just certified that vote with, and maybe I will be seeing some of you in just a few minutes. So thank you. We will be back in touch with you again with further details for you, Councilor Devaney. And
Thank you very much. And I will hear the explanation about Judge Dennis Curran. And I thank you all for all your sympathies. And please stay safe. And let's get some protection for our elderly. Thank you.
thank you. That concludes our meeting today. Thank you all.
Okay.